Hari Om, Om Tat Sat, Om, Om, peace, peace, peace. Namaste and welcome. And today we are going to talk about mobile addiction. It is very common in today's human being. In today's human society, mobile addiction is very common. So we are going to look deeper inside. Actually, what is going on in our life with mobile addiction, with random mobile addiction? What is actually happening in our life and why this is happening? Why mobile addiction is happening and how we can get freedom from mobile addiction, from random mobile addiction. So it is very common that if we see in our surrounding, or many times in ourselves also, this is mobile addiction is very common. Random watching of mobile, uh, random viewing. Random viewing is very common in today's. So I am a mobile phone in my hand. I am just randomly watching this scrolling this like that. It's very common, and in the today's children's also its mobile addiction is very common, and not only in children's, parents and adults human being, in adults human being, this mobile addiction, this random viewing, random watching of mobile addiction is very common. So how we can get freedom from this? So what is going on here? If we see, if we randomly scrolling our cell phone, I am seeing one thing and another thing is coming and another thing is coming, uh, message, notification, all there, many random things are coming to our cell phone, our mobile phone, and we are busy with seeing one by one, scrolling one by one. Why we are scrolling this? Why we are randomly scrolling our cell phone? To get some happiness, to get some pleasure. But if we examine this random viewing of a cell phone, it is a one kind of multitasking. So multitasking is very much criticized in today's technology-oriented world. That we have to uh, take action in multiple area, multiple action, multiple act at the same time. It is very dangerous to our mind also, and when it is dangerous to our mind, it is dangerous to our life also. So we are putting random thing to our mind. One is coming and another is coming, another is coming. All these are random thing we are putting to our mind. We are feeding our mind. We are feeding multiple various things to our mind, and our mind is going to be scattered. We are unable to focus. We are unable to concentrate because we are feeding our mind multiple random things continuously. So it is a multitasking because it is acting at the mental level. What is mind? If we examine the mind is nothing but a continuous flow of thought. Flow of thought. One thought is coming, another is coming, and one go and another is coming. This is a continuous flow of thought. What is mind and how it is uh, evolve and how we can take control of our mind, we are going to talk in another discussion. But if we examine today also, if we examine our mind is nothing but a continuous flow of thoughts. And what we give our mind, what we feed our mind, it takes its shape. The mind take the shape what we are feeding, what kind of thoughts, what kind of uh, thing we are feeding to our mind, and it comes automatically in our future. That's why it is a habit is a one of the big reason, because of what we feed our mind in past, and it is going to come in the future. So it is a biggest example is one of the big example is such a behavior is habitual behavior. What we put our mind, what we are putting our mind in today's, and it is also going to come in future also. It is habitually because it is come from our memory. It unknowingly we are giving impression to our mind all those things, and here we are feeding our mind random thing, random thoughts, one after another, and our mind is going to be scattered, and we are unable to focus, concentrate on a particular area. We are going to lose our focus, ability to focus, because we train our mind. We are training our mind in that way. Just randomly scrolling cell phone, random thought we are giving. It is a unknowingly it is a multitasking, and we are training our mind to a wrong direction, in a wrong way. That is self-destructing. It is not only self-destructing, it is destructive to our family also, family member and other human being, and to the society also. Because a such a disturbed mind is unable to think a right thought, unable to think properly, unable to take a right decision. With a right decision, right action are going to come, are expected to come. Why we randomly scroll in our cell phone? Because we are seeking something. We have a desire, and we are seeking something. And today's all this business world is targeting the human being to through the cell phone, through the mobile phone, because mobile phone is most of the time in a day, mobile phone remain in the hand of a person, and all today's business are coming through this cell phone, and directly they are able to get that particular person directly, because so this all these business owner who are trying to sell something, they are unable to get me through my mobile phone immediately, directly. That's why today's all business are targeting their customer through the cell phone. That's why there are lots of notification, uh, remembering, and there are many way they are targeting us. They are targeting their customers. I am not telling them business is bad, but all those random things, random messages are coming to us. This is very dangerous. There are two kinds of business. In general, two kinds of, one is business of greed, and another is business of fear. So one is trying to sell something uh, by showing greed, the developing greed of that particular targeted person, and another trying to sell something by developing fear in that particular person. So someone is by seeing something appealing, someone become greedy, and if I become greedy, I try to buy that thing, if because that thing is appealing to me. Similarly, something someone is developing fear, and I am going to try, I am going to buy that thing because fear is developing me, because I am going to save my, I am going to safeguard myself. So, but there are lots of things are coming. Which one I am going to buy? I am going to buy this one, or I am going to buy that one, or I'm confused. Because there are lots of things are coming to me through my cell phone. It is one way of random multiple thinking, multiple tasking, and some other way. I am trying to get some pleasure. I am seeking some. I am not happy with my life. I am not satisfied with my life, and so I am seeking some pleasure through my cell phone by random scrolling cell phone. But this, if we examine our mind, examine ourselves, that if we randomly scroll the cell phone for a long time, how is our experience going to be? We are seeing one thing and another, one after one another. We are not going to be happy. We are not going to experience happiness. And for that time being, we can experience some pleasure for a very momentary. If we see something or hear something very pleasant, it is very momentary. It is not going to give us satisfaction or long lasting happiness. So I am not happy from my inside. There is no satisfaction inside, and I am picking the cell phone as a mostly available option with me to get some pleasure, to get some emotional support, or to buy something, because there are many business owners are trying to selling their product. Which one I am going to buy? I am going to buy this one or that one. I am confused. The mind is going to be disturbed, and I am not happy from my inside, and that's why I am seeking some pleasure. I am seeking some support or emotional support through the cell phone, through the social media, or whatever be the way. And remember, external support is meaningless unless and until we build ourselves in proper way, unless and until we build our character in right way. External supports are meaningless because they are very transitory, momentary. We can't depend on this. We can't rely on this. And if my character is not building by training my mind with proper way, I have to depend on those external object, whether it is by normally those external objects are um, objects to our sense organ, by seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, or some kind of emotional support. All these are transitory. We are not, and momentary. Due to momentary, we are not going to be happy, or we are not going to be satisfied when we come in contact with such external sense gratification. Sense gratification is very limited, very momentary. That's sense gratification are not designed to give us satisfaction, are not designed to give us fulfillment. We come later in a deep way. We are going to find out where happiness is, and why this external sense gratification is only very momentary pleasure. We can't rely on this. If are we rely on those sense gratification, we are going to lose ourselves. So all these things are random things are coming to our mind. If we randomly scroll, randomly view our cell phone, and we are training our mind, we are training our mind in a wrong way. I am not going to tell that these things are bad. These things are actually not bad. They are not good, they are not bad also. This depend on the end user who are using these things. In case of in this today's topic is cell phone. It depend on us how we can use this cell phone. I remember, so with a knife, a criminal can make a crime, and with the same knife, a doctor can save a life. It depend on the end user. Similarly, it depend on the us how we can use this cell phone. So if we can use in a right way, it will be better for us. If we are using it in the wrong way, we are just distracting ourselves, nothing else. So to overcome this, you don't watch cell phone. If we are telling our children you don't uh, watch cell phone too much, but we are doing the same thing. It is not going to work. We are going to tell somebody don't use uh, cell phone. It is addiction. It builds addiction. It is not going to work unless and until we have a way of life. Unless and until we have a trained mind in a proper way, it is not going to work. Because if we are not satisfied with ourselves, we don't have happiness in ourselves. We are very much, the cell phone is readily available with us, with lots of notification on us, with lots of tempting things, appealing things. Cell phone is ready with us, and we go and caught up there. So we must have a right direction of life, good action, and the right intention of our life. We must examine ourselves. We can't ignore ourselves. If we ignore ourselves and take the life, take it as granted, we are just distracting ourselves. So we must have a right direction of life. To have a right direction, must have a right intention of our life. We must have a uh, purified mind. Through purified mind, right action, good actions are expected to come. And with right action and good action, we are going to engage in right activity. So to come out from this momentary pleasure through our self, we must engage in right action, good action. With right action or action, good activity, we are going to have long lasting happiness. We are going to also have satisfaction in life. And good action or right action come from right intention. So our intention must be right, because all these activities are tuning through through our intention. So our intention must be a right intention, a good intention, and with good intention we are going to uh, build a good character. We can build a good character through tuning our mind through a right way, not this random way. So we must find out something so that our intention are right, and with that intention we can provide right service through our right action, good action, and that is going to give us freedom from. With engagement of good action, we are going to experience long lasting happiness, and as well also satisfaction, and that is going to keep us away from this freedom, from this temporary pleasures coming through our cell phone. So we must examine ourselves, uh, in what way we can build a right intention, in what way we can provide a good service. I am telling again, with good service, good action, we are going to have happiness. If I am not happy, if I am always seeking something from the outside, it means there is some problem in my mind, there is some problem in my thought, there is some problem in my intention. So we must examine ourselves. I am not going to tell that external support are bad, but I am going to tell you that if I am always seeking external support, that means there is something wrong with my mind, with my attitude, that we need to examine.